the Yoga Hosers. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of the trailer, and then we'll do our review. I'm not gonna even show the whole trailer, just a little bit. If y'all haven't heard about Yoga Hosers, y'all like, what the hell is Yoga Hosers? I ain't heard of this shit. Well, you should. It's by the great Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith with the rabid, loyal fan base that he has. I mean, when the great Kevin Smith comes out with a movie, the guy who made such classics as Clerks, Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Tusk. I mean, it is not just a release of a movie, Martin. It is an event.
Plus, at the end of Tusk, I thought, it can't end here.
It cannot end here.
There's got to be more. I want to live in this universe again.
Martin, well, I'm happy to say that the great Kevin Smith welcomes you back to the Tusk universe with the Colleens this time, Martin. The Colleens, you know those two girls that were working, those two very Canadian girls that were working the convenience store that the unfortunate Justin Long saw before he was turned into a seafaring mammal.
A to Z.
A to the Z.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what the Yoga Hosers are up to since Tusk.
I'm talking about your entire generation. Generation why me, I call it.
You live on your phones. You have no idea how to function like normal people in the real world.
Miss Wickland, this isn't the real world. This is Canada.
Oh, it's Lulu and Lemon.
Condescending riot girls.
Colleen Coalition, I would like to invite you both to my party.
A senior party?
A senior party?
Senior boys only invite sophomore girls to parties for one thing.
God knows what else, eh?
All you need to handle any situation in life are the Warrior 1 and Warrior 2 positions, girls. Master those, and you will master anyone who gives you shit.
Ew, why did your dad text me like 37 times?
Oh my God, he's making us work tonight! Oh my God!
Y'all think history is so boring. Well, what if I told you during World War II there were Nazis right here in Winnipeg under the self-proclaimed Canadian Führer?
So, like, Canadian Hitler.
9, 9, 9, 9! So much 9, it's almost 10!
Canadian Nazis were the original landowners of your sword.
Who's the Broadseas?
What is a Broadsea?
9, 9.
Right now, y'all say, what the fuck is this all about right here? You know, let me just jump right into it and tell y'all about this film. But let me preface it with this. For those out there, for that one guy who was writing a script that you put your heart and soul into, for that one guy out there that has a story to tell and is just aspiring to be a filmmaker, that is your dream to do that. Well, I'm telling you right now, don't see this movie, because if you do, you'll take that script and you'll burn that shit. Because you ask yourself, why the fuck do I even try?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, we got a man right here. You'll ask yourself, why the fuck am I even doing this? I'm actually trying to tell a story that I've written for 5 years that's actually good. And this man right here, Kevin Smith, made a fucking hour-and-a-half long YouTube video about sausage Nazis that crawl up people's asses and kill them. And also made this as a vehicle for his daughter, and got one of the world's highest paid actors to be in this long ass YouTube video that somehow made it to the screen, all because his daughter went to school with that guy's daughter. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those deals where it's like, I look at this and I say, wow, man, it really isn't about talent anymore. It's all about skill. No, I'm sorry, it's not about skill. It's all about the skill of networking and putting your name out there. And it's all about who you know and maybe even a little bit of luck. I mean, this motherfucker even had a Marvel Stan Lee cameo in his movie.
Oh, damn Yoga Hosers.
I mean, this is shit that only Marvel can pull out. But hey, Kevin Smith, the Yoga Hosers.
Hey, DC was there too, though.
Who else? Oh, Kevin Conroy?
Yep, Kevin Conroy popped up.
The voice of Batman?
Batman pops up in this. And
Batman was in this shit.
You're like, no, you're above this. And then he has the nerve to do the Batman voice.
Oh. Batman was in this. People say the definitive Batman today, the voice, that's all you need. Kevin Conroy is in this shit. I don't know how many people Kevin Smith got in his basement that he gets all these people in here. But this shit is, I don't understand this. And it really makes me, I know that I probably shouldn't, because this is what Kevin wants to do. He wants to make critics angry with this shit. And I'll get into that in a little bit. I know I shouldn't be angry about it, but there are people out there who cannot actually get good fucking movies made. And he all of a sudden gets a couple of companies, 2 or 3 companies to fund this shit.
Well, when you put it like that, people should study what he's done and just do that.
No, do not do that.
No,
We don't mean have to watch that shit.
I don't mean making movies like that, but whatever he's done to get those movies made.
Well, you know, look, that's the thing about it. God bless Kevin Smith. Genius marketing guy, knows how to put his brand out there and has succeeded because of that. This is not personal, except for the fact that I have to pay and see this shit. But other than that, it's not personal. This whole thing about him thinking critics have this grudge against him, it's not. And I even tell you this much, to tell you that I'm not having a grudge against him. I didn't go in here wanting to hate this movie. We even got drunk before we saw it. And
y'all were far beyond drunk. Wait, oh my God.
Okay, it was the two of you and
it was supposed to be he and I, and like I'm sitting there. I got there about, what time did the movie start? Like 10 o'clock. And I got there at 9:45, order my stuff. The movie starts, lights go down. I see they asses stumbling down the aisle. I go, oh no, please tell me that's not Korey. No, it's Korey, Mia, and their 2 friends from San Francisco.
Well, no, one from Canada.
One from Canada, yeah.
Oh, well, the Canadians should have loved it, right?
Yeah. In fact, that's why he wanted to see. Somehow we got drunk and smoked out a little bit at his place. We're like, let's go see Yoga Hosers. And he was just kind of like, hey, it's about Canada. I want to go too.
I mean, this movie it's 88 minutes of making really bad Canadian jokes.
Well, you know, man, I'll tell you, Martin, hold back. We got you. Just hold back. We got you.
He's in suspense, man.
I know, we got you, brother.
I can't take it no more.
Yo, hold back, brother. Hey, buckle in, Martin. We got you, man. This ride is taking off right now. This shit is not personal. I actually went in drunk. Sorry, kids. I went in high.
Yep.
And I said, this is going to make this movie so much fun. We were all walking in.
All 5 of us were drunk and high, but they were way more far gone than I
mean, we you know, the people at the Alamo who they say, pull up a card if you want these people to be taken out. That was us. We walked in, Yoga Hosers, Yoga. We were ready for the shit, man. And when it started out, it kind of was delivered on the promise of that. One of the things that happens early on in the movie is that Kevin Smith, before anything really takes off into this really weird area, Kevin Smith actually kind of captures the spirit of Clerks in a way. This stars, when we say nepotism, this stars his kid, Harley Quinn Smith, and Johnny Depp's kid, Lily Rose Depp. And a lot of people, they would normally get mad about that. But I got to say, I think the girls at the beginning of the movie didn't bother me. I actually found them kind of funny. And the reason why is because the movie kind of captured the spirit of Clerks at the beginning.
Oh my God. This is about you two.
Yes, ma'am. And we hate it.
It says here that you saved a man's life.
But it's like dumb because the guy was a walrus, not a manatee.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, a walrus has tusks and manatees don't.
Did you know they call the manatee a sea cow? Moo! I'm utterly underwater, eh? Moo! Moo, eh?
That's her underwater cow. It's hysterical.
That is funny. Come on, Wayne.
Moo! 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 I'm a loser! Eh?
You know what? I
gotta stop you.
What?
That's the good part?
Yeah, that's what endeared you to them. I'll give you one thing about them. Their chemistry works well because they are friends. But outside of that, no, there's nothing else redeeming about
that. That
this.
is so annoying.
Martin, that was the good part.
You can tell from right there, it's shot coherently. It actually looks like well lit, and their colors are hyper saturated. But again, outside of that, that's it.
Yeah, Martin, that was the fucking good part.
And that's at the beginning?
And that's at the beginning. That's 5 minutes into the movie. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, that kid, yeah, fuck you. Because this movie, from that point on, see, look, here's the deal.
Oh my God.
To catch you up real quick, the Colleens, you're like, who the fuck are these Colleens besides being the kids of famous people? Well, the Colleens had one of the bright spots in Tusk. It was like, and it was only, for me it did, it was only 2 seconds in that movie.
How far is Bifrost from here?
It's about 2 hours from here.
It's about 2 hours away.
I hate American guys.
Now, say what you will about that, but you know what, that's early on, that's a chuckle, that's a decent chuckle at best. And that's 2 fucking seconds. Kevin Smith has taken that 2 seconds and stretched it out into an hour and a half movie. this shit is nothing but Canadian jokes. It is nothing but, it's nothing but, hey, Canadians talk funny, don't they? I mean, and most of it's not even like a large array of the Canadian language,
Right.
or at least like they got different language, but are Canadian slang, or how they are their accent. It's it's based on 2 words, a and boot, and really just one. Most of the movies, people that's their joke about Canadians. They say boot a lot.
Sorry, boot that. Sorry, boot that. Yeah! Sorry, boot that.
You're like, God damn, we get it. Canadians talk funny to you.
And they say sorry a lot.
And they say sorry a lot, which, okay, you know what? That's what you think about. Like, I never thought you could be racist against Canadians, but Kevin Smith can.
He found a way.
He found a way. I give him that much. I'm like, God damn, what do Canadians do to you, man? Really, this is
disgraceful.
This is a miracle of a terrible movie, man. And here's the thing, like, I'm not even hating against. Somebody go get these girls outside the door, please. They hanging outside. I don't know. They said they're at the north door. I can't deal with this shit. If they can't get in, then fuck it.
Fuck 'em.
But hell, I'm mad talking about this goddamn movie here. But this is and the accents don't. It's like the actors don't bother me. The actors are I'm sure if they had a better director, even the Colleens, it would be a much more fun film. There's even one guy that I like in the movie, man. The guy that's the crush, Austin Butler, the guy that look, the character's no good because it's not written that well, but I can see this character being funny under a different script or under a different director.
Hunter Calloway's here! Hunter Calloway's here! Oh my God, could you stop being so basic?
Oh, I gotta gram the shit out of this.
Suicide Squad.
The Little Colleen Coalition. The only sassy, sexy sophomores in honors history rocking the smocks. Where's the Pepto-Bismol?
But they do that title card.
That pops up for every single character that's on the screen.
So
even people that only are in for one scene and that's it, it pops up.
So that shit pops up every 10 minutes. This is some shit that Kevin Smith smoked out and thought this is hilarious.
I've seen Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. And it's clever. Oh my God, I'm so clever with this. This is and it's a lot of bad puns in there. Canadian puns. Like, seriously, man, Canada. No offense, Canada, but you ain't that fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? It's to be nice.
Don't jump on Canada. No. They had nothing to do with this.
No, fuck that. I'm saying, when I say you're not that funny, I'm saying the way you getting picked on ain't enough that it's not that much funny material to be picking on Canada like this.
There is enough because South Park does it very well. They did it poorly in this.
Okay, and you know what? And they did it poorly because something like South Park might have something of relevance to say.
Yeah.
There's a message. Kevin Smith's whole thing, besides having people talk funny because they're Canadian, is to have a bunch of Canadian puns. And really, these are things that kids would think of and think that, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking clever. A box of Lucky Charms in this is a box of Pucky Charms. It's not even Canadian stuff. Other obvious puns. We have Us Magazine, Martin. Oh, no, look, check this out. He has in this movie, Them Magazine. Oh, my fucking God, this man's on a roll right here. And he brings characters back. I mean, he makes spectacles, like big deals out of puns, just so he could have that one particular pun. Justin Long, who was in Tusk, he was the fucking walrus in Tusk.
Yeah.
He's in this movie as another character. And that movie, that character's not in this movie because, I found a clever way to have Justin Long play a dual character in this universe. No, that character is brought back and given tons of screen time just for a Yogi Bear pun.
Wait, is he the same character?
No, he's a different character. That's what I'm saying. He's playing a dual character. It's like he has a place called Yoga Studio. Yogi Bear's Yoga. Fuck it. You know what it is.
Jellystone Park, Yogi Studio with Yogi Bear.
Way too much time.
I look at that and I go like, man, an artist had to be hired to make that sign just to deliver that shitty pun.
Just for that pun. And that character is there just for that pun. That character is are to teach them yoga. By the way, it's called Yoga Hosers. Yoga really doesn't have anything to do with the movie.
So we start with Pretentious Frog. Pretentious Frog. I only eat grass-fed flies.
God damn it! See, there's another one, man. This is a review. That title card has come up 3 times already, and this is a fucking 10-minute review. Now that's the whole movie right there. You know, this is a movie that he made, and a lot of reviews have been saying this, but it's true. This is a film that's made for his friends and his family.
But that's like every movie he makes gets that.
It is, but this is the ultimate friends and family.
Yeah.
But this is the ultimate friends and family plan that he has right here.
Okay, so many of his movies have that, and that's his defense. And I feel like, especially after Tusk, because he went on a whole rant about the reviews on Tusk, even reading them on his show, to having somebody read them to him, just so he can go like, okay, all right, whatever. Just to show that, like, hey, I don't care what you say about me. I don't care. This movie, it's like he's trolling at this point.
Well, yeah, when I was watching this, I was like, you know, most Kevin Smith fans, they're really die hard for him. And I was like, this is the movie that's going to make them draw the line in the sand and be like, you really messed up. I know you tried to make this for us, but even you failed at that.
Yeah, you know, he's doing the same thing. He's reading the bad reviews from this, too. And I'm going to tell you how that has crippled this guy, in my opinion. It's just my humble opinion, but I think it's crippled him as a director, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But this is shameless nepotism, man. And there's nothing wrong with nepotism if you can do it to positive effect. But when you make some shit that's just there to amuse your family and your friends, I mean, because the whole family is here. All the parents are here.
I know.
All the fucking parents are here. It's like a family reunion right here. Y'all can go out to fucking, you know, Chili's and do this shit. You don't have to make a movie for it. You know what I mean? This is Papa Depp, Johnny Depp, who's wanting to be taken seriously now. You know, he's mad, you know, because I want to get back into being an actor. Oh, but hey, you know, that weakness, though, when you pull out that fake-ass nose, that facial hair, when you pull out a costume, he can't resist. He returns as Guy Lapointe, who was the detective from Tusk.
What does the broad say?
9.
It's like a foot-talk Nazi and it's made of bratwurst.
Are you guys tripping on the pot?
I swear to God, if we had a costume box and threw it at his ass, we'd get him on this show right here, man. That's all it would fucking take.
I need $10 million. What about these costume boxes? I'll be there in 5 minutes.
What about this fake-ass Groucho nose? I'll be right there. Yeah, man, this. And the other part of it is that he's really trying to showcase the kids in ways that are so blatant, man. I remember, and you know what look, and you got to forgive, and I'm not trying to be mean because I would never say this about these kids. And Korey said this, and he didn't mean anything. Korey was a little high at the time, but in the movie,
a little,
not enough.
Yeah,
but Korey looked over at me.
Wait, let the bus stop before you throw him under.
No, man, but because he didn't mean it. I mean, he was right to a certain extent, but there's a part of these kids are singing in the movie, and I don't know if he's trying to get a singing career started for these kids or what, but Korey leans over to me because Korey just been silent the whole time. And Korey hadn't been saying anything, and then when they start singing,
but I'll be lonely without you.
Korey leaned over to me and said, "These bitches can't sing."
Those are my exact words. I was so mad, man.
That kids, I don't mean to call them bitches or anything. You know, we were drunk.
17. They are adults in Canada. They are adults in Canada. These bitches cannot sing.
I was trying to figure out what was the bad thing he said. Oh, right, he called them bitches. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, you know, he got had that right. It might have been look, this might have been a joke. This might have been a joke in the film. Maybe that is the joke that they can't sing, and they're being the Colleens thinking that they're better than they really are.
You know it's you, babe. Whenever
But goddamn,
by the way, that's the 3rd song in the movie.
Oh no, come on.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Oh yes. And there's more after that.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't like, man. Hey, Martin, brother. And I don't even know how you kept your contact high, but
it woke you up.
I got sober real quick. I got sober real quick, man. Shit, I was trying to smoke his shirt in the middle of the movie. I can't take this shit, man. I mean, it's, when you watch this shit right here, it is maybe this is a joke, but it's still like you can see Kevin Smith just standing on the side looking at his girl.
Like, yeah,
look at
baby.
He's like,
my baby can sing.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, Harley Quinn. You know, he's dressed like the Joker and shit. Yeah. You know, but you know, it's like Kevin Smith. You can see him on the side just being so proud. Again, it's like that guy watching his kids do a recital, and he's like, "Oh, my girl." Everybody's like, "Oh,
mouthing the words along with it."
Yeah, and all the other parents are like, "Man, shut this motherfucker up."
Usually they don't charge $12 to go see a recital, though.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, if they were on the Voice or the X Factor, they'd be yanked off by a cane in 2 seconds, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck.
You go back to that still of them. Even she's like, why am I here? The one on the right.
It's you know, you make a good point. It's almost like Lily Rose Depp. I think look, I'm not gonna be mean. I think both these girls are talented because I think being able to be in this bullshit.
Based on what?
Well, look, I mean, you have to see the whole movie, Martin, because I'm looking at this. I'm like, you know, because I'm looking at him like, hey,
look,
Marty, I ain't seen it. Look, I none because you ready to just argue this to argue.
No, we know that's never going to happen. Then I'm not going to see this movie.
Exactly.
Never.
I know.
Never ever. If I'm in a hospital bed and you turn this on, I'm going to yank out my catheter.
Oh, no, bro. You just gave me some ideas. I'm tying your ass down, and we're going to enjoy yoga hoses together, man.
I will twist my neck until it snaps.
Be like $1 Million Baby. You chew your tongue off and shit.
It's an adrenaline shot, Martin. Here you go.
You look. This is where him and I gonna disagree. I think the girls, they show promise. I mean, it's not a good movie. This is a really bad place to judge them. Harley Quinn Smith mugs a little more than Lily Rose Depp. She has to play the straight person, and because of that, I see where their talent can shine in a different project. I mean, you know, that's just me. I think they actually hold up what is a terrible movie, and I will never watch again. They hold up that movie as much as they can.
I would say the reason why I would say that's not even a fair argument is because their dads are the one making this, so they can walk up to them and be like, I feel like I'm playing this wrong, or maybe you wanted to, if I could word it this way, I could make this sound better. But them hamming it up and them using like lingo that's been out of style for like 5 years, it's bad, man. And even, I don't see, maybe with Lily Rose Depp, I see a little bit of promise, but Harley Quinn needs to get out of here. She is not worth a damn in this.
You know what? And the reason why, you put your opinion there saying like, why couldn't they go to their dad? Because that dad mugs on camera a lot. Do you remember a time when there was Silent Bob and he was actually fucking silent and he didn't do anything?
And Clerks.
In Clerks, he just stood there and didn't do anything like Silent Bob should. And then by the time Mallrats came around, he was just like mugging the camera and everything. Yeah, you know, I mean, they're not under a good director. Even Kevin Smith at one time says, "Yeah, I'm not that good of a director," but
no shit.
But all these fans is just kind of like, "Oh no, you are Kevin. We love you.
You speak for us.
Yeah,
the losers.
You make a movie that speaks about my generation. That generation just left your ass behind."
And by the way, the guy you're looking up to is playing the Bratzies in this movie. Kevin Smith is the sausage Nazi.
Oh yeah. He's playing the role of the multiple sausage Nazis. They just duplicate his ass in Photoshop. So it's in the movie. Here's the thing that also gets me, man. It does not belong on the big screen. I'm not even saying that because I'm saying the movie's bad. The movie is fucking cheap. It is cheap. That thing right there, that looks like a mascot at Chuck E. Cheese, man. That thing is so whimsy. I mean,
what is that thing?
It's the climax creature.
It's the boss.
When you see,
they took some shit from the old Ninja Turtles movie and just taped it together. And here's a costume.
When you see better costumes at Comic-Con, man, with that kids with no money made, and this dude supposedly has a budget, that is horrible. And it's not just that. I mean, when you have to get right down to the part with the Bratzies, because when you do that, you'll see look at the effects right here. You see that, man?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be sauerkraut. They just
is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
This is 90s visual effects right here, man. This is
like MS Paint.
Yeah, you know, all of this stuff. They just took a flat image or some particle effects and just stretch it or enlarge it or scale it. Seriously, the only thing that I can say about Kevin Smith, and that's not even a good excuse, is that he really is trolling. I mean, there's no way he can look at this shit on when he's actually about to put this out on the big screen himself and say that this looks good. This is a fucking joke. You know, if you're gonna joke around with people, fuck you, man. You know, there are people out there. This is another thing that pisses me off. There are people out there who make fan films with decent to great effects.
Sure.
And the shit just sitting up there on YouTube, man. Just waiting for Hollywood to take a look. Just waiting for somebody to give this person their big shot. Meanwhile, Kevin Smith is making 90s sitcom intros and making them a whole fucking movie, and they make the big screen. There's no goddamn justice in this world right now. If I was somebody who was in college to be a filmmaker, I'd fucking shoot myself, man. Looking at this shit, I would be so depressed. I was like, there's no chance I'm gonna ever make it in this business because I don't get it.
It's not in the top 5 or the top 10 or the top 20. It's not even in the top 6.
Martin, it is there. It is there on the screen, and I saw it.
We went to the only screening in Austin. It was only one showing, and there was only maybe 8, 7 people there.
There were about 7 people in there
at 10 p.m. at night.
It was 11:30.
11:30. 11:30 at night.
There was 7 people in there when I came in. I feel shitty for bringing 6 more people in there to fill the theater. and I want the dude. I ain't gonna lie.
We got like 13 movie theaters in town. It's only showing in 2 places.
Yep.
And the other one's in Pflugerville, so that's not even in Austin.
Yep.
There's one showing of this, and 7 or 8 people showed up for it.
Yep. And then he's gonna have the nerve to sit up here and blame critics. Blame critics for some shoddy ass filmmaking that you did. And you think you have the right. Don't bitch like that. Don't be a bitch like that, man.
It's funny how he's one of those guys who gets mad at critics. Like, man, they're just really out to get me for no reason.
Yeah, like
other than my output, the shitty movie I made. But other than that, they're just on me.
Yeah, it's like a spoiled kid. He's got cinematic affluenza, man.
Yeah.
It's all everybody else's fault but mine. I'll tell you this about Kevin Smith, because I don't want this to seem like this is something where I'm coming in trying to, get views or get some humor out of bashing somebody. That's not what I'm doing at all. And a lot of people might laugh at this, and I don't care. I think Kevin Smith, if you really look at him, he's one of the guys who is the most daring filmmakers out there. Because he's somebody that will take chances. He's somebody that truly sticks to his vision, for better or worse. And even though he won't admit it, even though he'll sit up here and say it's the critics' fault for coming in and making fun of me, those mean old critics are fucking with me again. The truth is that he does listen, and he has tried to do different things. Say what you will. Shut up. Say what you will about Tusk, but Tusk is something where it did show a different sort of visual flair that he had. He did try to do something. The same thing with Red State. I always defend Red State. I saw it and think it was terrible. Some people do, and I thought that was something where he was showing some technical growth. But at this point, he's just been catering to his fans so long that you motherfuckers have stunted him. half of you guys take the blame for this shit because y'all sat up here for years. And Martin, you've been doing the same thing for years. We've been saying,
don't put this on
me. I'm putting you, Martin, no, I'm putting it on you. You did the same thing. When we were sitting up here talking about for years how, yeah, man, Kevin Smith, Clerks, Chasing Amy, good films, man, but all these other films, I just feel like he's kind of, catering to his fans and not really growing. These movies are not that good. And all these people just kept saying, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You see, you're not a fan like I am. I'm just a fan, man. I support. And I'm like, well, what are you supporting? He's like, man, God spoke to me, man. Hey, if you're not a Kevin Smith fan, you just don't get it, man. And I'm just kind of like, okay, all right then, fine. If you enjoy it, who am I to say your opinion is wrong? Mm-hmm. But now, these fucking fans that have grown, that have supported him all these years, if you notice, you see more articles on the internet saying, what happened, Kevin Smith? All these fans that defended him before, and there's still some diehards, but all these fans that defended him before, they're kind of easing out and gone, man. They've grown up a little bit.
Sure.
And the new fans that are, at least the new generation that are coming up, they're like, the fuck is this? These kids are coming like, you guys were into this?
Yeah.
And, so now that these fair weather fans that were so loyal at one time, now they're gone, and now these kids are coming up and they're just kind of like, yeah, I guess it's okay, or it's some bullshit. Now he's stuck with nothing.
Wait a minute. Where's the part where this is my fault?
I didn't say it was your fault, man. I said that you told people that all the time too. But I'm saying,
everybody else.
No, Martin. I said that. Yeah, I'm saying that you told people with me. That these movies weren't that good, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry,
yeah,
misunderstood.
Anyway. But
you're red over there.
No, yeah, he's mad at that. But sure. Who said that?
Mike McAllister.
Krishna.
Yeah, these guys have been the diehards.
I funded Kevin Smith's shitty movie.
Wow.
Come here.
You need to beat his ass.
Yeah. Blanket Party.
Come here. You sit on the fucking floor. Okay. That's what you deserve. And you
Indian style
too.
He is Indian.
and you know what? I'll get with you in a minute. I'm like somebody's daddy. My daddy got mad at me one time and made me sit up there and watch him eat dinner, and then he cussed me out after. You just stay there and wait. I'll get to you in a minute. God damn it! You did this shit. You the reason why I'm at Yoga Hose 11:30 on fucking Friday night. But you know, you see what I'm saying though. When you're watching this, this is something that a 15-year-old would think of and thinking that they're clever.
Yeah, like I said, it feels like you hit the nail on the head. A 15-year-old saw Scott Pilgrim in Suicide Squad and like, oh, Scott Pilgrim was great and Suicide Squad was shitty. I can make a better version of that. And he just comes on and starts shooting this stuff. He has a whole bunch of colors. He has some weird science thing going on with Nazis in Canada that I don't know why he threw that in there. It feels like with this movie, they were just making up shit as things were going along. So like there really wasn't any kind of script. I don't even feel like there was any kind of direction with this flick.
Yeah, no, and you know, when you watch this, I mean, it's for a man, you can't even, for a man who's 46 years old, who somehow has such a limited view of the world for his comedy, or lack of comedy. I mean, you know, Canadians say boot a lot and they talk funny. German humor is that they say wunderbar and schnitzel a lot. Nine. You know, teenage girls are on their phones all the time. This is the limited view of somebody who either has not experienced the world or has a really limited sense of humor. And
well, it's funny when I think back to when he made Cop Out and he came out afterwards saying like, man, you know, this movie would have been good, but Bruce Willis kept stepping in and taking over and he gave me a chance to do what I needed to do. But then when you see him do what he wants to do, you're like, Bruce Willis might have been the only thing that saved
you know
that
what
movie.
Bruce Willis said? Bruce Willis said, yeah, I was fucking yelling at him. You know why? Because he doesn't know the lenses of a camera. You know, that's not. Look it up. That's Bruce Willis' side of the story. He's like, I'm working with a guy who doesn't even know how to fucking work a camera, and he's a director. And I've been doing this shit for years. When he was shitting on himself, and all of a sudden, I'm taking direction from him. You know? I'm Bruce Willis, goddammit. I'm Bruce Willis. You know, I would even say that this is. At first, I said, man, this is just lazy pothead humor. But then that would be insulting to somebody like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Because Seth Rogen smokes weed and comes up with actually thoughtful shit. I mean,
a coherent movie.
Seth Rogen did way more with sausages in this movie than Kevin Smith ever did in this goddamn Yoga Hosers here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a fucking shame, man. This movie right here. It's a shame because this is a guy who's just been in his own world for years and has taken his shortcomings out on the fucking world and has not improved at all. You know, this is, and I know you fans out there, you're going to tell me that I'm fucked. You're going to tell me that I'm being sensitive. You know, man, tell these people something. Cause I'm about to lose my shit over here, man. I'm about to lose my fucking mind over here. You better tell me.
This movie is a mess, man. I wish there was something that I could say. Like I said, the only thing the moment was it looked like it was shot decently and it was lit well. And that's the best thing you could say about a movie. That's not a good sign.
And even then, I'll say when you say lit well, from a technical standpoint, it's not lit well. It's that flat. This looks like a Disney Channel movie. It's got that flat TV lighting. It's got that flat TV that flat TV shading. I mean, staging. It's got that real shoddy editing because they don't have good shots to work with. This is subpar TV level production right here.
For Kevin Smith, it's lit well, man.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
He's trying.
I'm trying.
You asked him to come up with something.
Yeah, I'm grasping at straws right here for this movie.
Maybe he's got to lie a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, man, everything else in this flick, it just feels like they didn't know what they were doing. It felt like the yoga part has nothing to do with this. The Nazi part comes in out of nowhere. They make up science in this. The characters just come in, just have one moment, then jump out. And the worst of all is, I kind of felt the whole time in this movie that Kevin Smith was watching this like, wow, I've made good work. I'm an amazing director. I'm accomplished now. And no, you're not, buddy. You fucked this all up. This is a fuck you movie for me, man.
Oh, you goddamn right about that.
You don't give it a matinee, though.
Hell,
right?
you fuck you is what I'm gonna say first.
I did not think there was gonna be another movie that I would hate more than 50 Shades of Black, and this did it.
This did it. When you trump Marlon Wayans for me, you have fucked up, sir. You have fucked up. And you know what? And I said I won't come here and get mad, but you motherfucking, because I hear it right now. I feel it coming off of you. from down there. You fans out there are already the ones that were still there, because I see in the goddamn comment sections, you sat up here saying, oh, well, you know what, man? You just don't get it. You're just hating because it's fashionable to hate Kevin Smith. You're just getting on the bandwagon. Shut up, boy. And
reach back and slap him.
Shut your ass up.
Oh, by the way, he brings up critics saying the movie is going to be bad in the movie.
Yeah, I heard that.
The climax of the movie is him pointing his finger at critics, and the fans out there saying, and he's right, because Kevin Smith at one time said, oh, because you don't pay for movies, you have this holier-than-thou attitude, and you're a snob, and you're just ready to come in and look down on films.
Well, you guys paid.
That's the thing about it. I paid for this shit. I paid coming in ready to have a good time. I paid $11.22. I know how many cents I paid. I paid $11.22 for me. I paid $11.22 for my girlfriend. My fiance, I'm sorry. I paid $11.22 for her fucking friends, because I was drunk and high. I thought we would have a good time. I paid for because one of the dudes was Canadian. I said, well, let me do you a favor, man. And then
here's something to laugh about.
I paid $11.22 for him. I owe you, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
But it's coming. I paid almost $50 fucking for this movie out of my pocket to come in and give it a fair shake. I paid $50 to say fuck you then. This movie is the worst goddamn film I have seen, not this year, but also the year before that. And congratulations, Kevin Smith. This is the worst fucking film that I've seen in the last 3 years. It probably wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't on the big screen. But somehow you yank somebody's dick to get it up there.
Man, it ain't no screen small enough to make this movie good. Nah, dude. I don't care wherever you watch this. This is bad. If this came on for TV for free, you'd call and be like, what the hell are y'all doing up here at CBS?
Maybe if it was on a black and white TV in a shop across the street and you were sitting at a bus stop.
I'd burn that store down. How dare they have that shit playing?
Both him and I would get a Molotov cocktail and throw it through that shit, man.
They'd be like, you know what? We kind of deserve this.
I think it's so funny that you took a Canadian to see this.
And I'm gonna,
it's like somebody taking you to see Birth of a Nation. Not the new one, the old one.
And let me tell you something. He sat up there and just laughed the whole time.
And you just sitting there grinding your teeth.
And if Korey, I swear to God, if Korey Goodman wasn't between us, I would have choked the shit. We would have had there would have been a dead Canadian on that floor, along with the popcorn and candy that was down
the
there.
Most I've ever been embarrassed in a movie theater between all of them. Mia's talking, the other Turkish girl in there is talking, he's laughing, he comes in there high and drunk as shit, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just gonna end poorly. And then a god awful movie comes on. Like, this is the end of this is Ragnarok. That's it.
Yeah, you know what? My recommendation for all you people who are too drunk to fucking drive home at the end of the night when you're at the bar, put on yoga hoses at the bar. Everybody will sober the hell up, man.
So it's so bad it's good.
It's closing time.
No, Martin, it ain't good. Don't you ever use that word.
It's a closing time movie. When you want people to go turn this shit on.
You want the party to end.
Oh, yeah.
People to go home.
Stop fucking with me. No.
They asked, because I think y'all went out afterwards. They're like, hey, Korey, you want to go out? I said, no, I just want to go home, man. I'm good.
I went home and crawled under the covers, man.
Now, okay, you guys keep saying this, but you're not fans. Krishna's a fan.
Get your ass up.
Hey, if you a fan, why was you not at the screening? Everybody else in Austin was.
I'm fucking with you, Korey.
This is brother.
Okay.
Brother, look at me. Brother, this is not the time. This is not the time to be fucking with me like this.
Okay, I'm fucking with you.
I'll snap his neck.
No, hell no. Oh, you want to get him in the face? No, you might kill him, man.
Are we done here?
Yeah, get your ass back over there. Fucking with me like that. You know better than that, God damn it.
Now, it's my understanding that...
Ma, we done with this shit. I ain't want to talk about this no more. I'm done with yoga hosers. My understanding, we moving on.
It's rough, man.
It's rough.
It's a rough movie, dude. It's rough.
No. You guys sound kind of one-sided. I'm sure there's another point of view.
This movie made him more mad at this than Exodus. There's how you know it's bad.
When you do some racist shit on Canada, I take offense to that. And if you think we one-sided, then Martin, God bless you, brother. Feel free to take that other side.
Oh,
you go check it. Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's not happening.
Yeah, be your ass in here looking like these goddamn sausages and shit. You know. Oh, let me see here. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all. I'm mad at everybody right now. Fuck the world.
Well, at least he tried.
Hello, we're being attacked halfway little sausage men with concentrated sauerkraut for blood. They look like Adolf Hitler.
Damn yoga hosers.
Don't you move, you yoga hosers!
This is so basic. This is beyond basic.